Brazil is gasping for breath. Hospital beds and oxygen cylinders are running low. The Wuhan virus is claiming thousands of victims every day. A contagious mutation is crossing regional borders. It is now or never for this country. But its president is busy swapping ministers and celebrating his birthday. Wednesday was especially grim. More than 3,000 deaths in 24 hours. The Wuhan virus has claimed 300,000 lives in Brazil. 3 lakh. Only the United States has a higher death toll. The reports we are getting from hospitals do not look good. There is a critical lack of oxygen cylinders. Patients are being shuttled between hospitals. ICU beds could run out in days. Out of the 26 regions, 18 are reporting 90% occupancy in ICUs. The Pan American Health Organization says the situation is dire. Brazil's virus surge could hurt the entire region. Experts say the country needs another lockdown, at least a partial one. But Bolsonaro remains defiant. He says lockdowns are job killers. We agree they are, but so is the virus. It is a killer. And to make matters worse, there is a new mutation on the prowl. It is called the P1 variant. It emerged in northern Brazil, out in the Amazon region. Most of the new cases are of this new variant. Since the president is not helping, state governors have taken matters into their own hands and they have imposed restrictions on their own. But it may already be too late. The dangerous P1 variant has jumped borders. Latin American leaders are furious at Bolsonaro.
It is alarming, I would say even distressing to see the reports from Brazil and the irresponsible attitude of the Brazilian Trumpist right, the irresponsible attitude of Jair Bolsonaro with the Brazilian people. Brazil, with the biggest collapse, has become the world's worst threat in terms of the coronavirus pandemic.
En cuanto a la pandemia del coronavirus.
You know you're in trouble when Nicolas Maduro is taking a swipe at you. This month is being called Red March in Brazil. 40,000 deaths so far, and we've still got 6 days before the month ends. The only thing that can help Brazil is vaccines. Regulators have approved AstraZeneca jabs and Sinovac. At least 6% of the population has got the first dose. The rollout has been extremely slow. It also did not help that Bolsonaro refused to get the jab himself. Vaccine hesitancy is on the rise and it is dangerous. We've all heard about the captain who refuses to abandon the ship. In this case, the captain is punching holes up and down the ship's bow. We've also in fact been tracking the outbreak in India. The last couple of days have been worrying. In 24 hours, more than 47,000 cases were reported. It was the biggest daily caseload this year. It's a new wave of infections, compounded by a double mutant. This is a new development. So we'll answer the big questions one by one. Firstly, what does a double mutation mean? Simply put, it's when 2 virus variants combine together to create a third variant. That is a double mutation. Now, India's double mutant contains 2 distinct strains. One is a mutation from California and the other is a homegrown variant. What does double mutation do to a virus? It changes the spike protein. In some cases, the virus becomes more resistant to antibodies and even vaccines. So does this mean it is more dangerous? Well, there aren't any indications of this just yet. The vaccines approved in India should continue to work against the double mutant. 18 states have reported this new double mutation. The bulk of the cases are from the state of Maharashtra. Meanwhile, India's vaccine drive is gathering steam. More than 50 million doses have been administered so far. From April, every Indian aged 45 and above can line up to get their shot. But remember, vaccines are a shield. They're not an invisibility cloak. Masks and social distancing must continue. Herd immunity is the ultimate goal. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.